Hello and welcome to the final episode of the Creature Tutorial Series. This episode will cover SPORE.com and the Sporum, which doesn't really have much to do with creating creatures, but being able to navigate these websites will help you be able to better interact with Spore users as well as to manage your own creations. Let's start with the home page. This is the login screen. From here, you can log in or direct yourself to several different places. If you don't have Spore yet, you can purchase it here or try the trial creature creator free. There are a few tabs at the top that can help you even if you don't have Spore. Clicking the What is Spore tab will bring you to a section that explains the game and its expansions. You can click which one you're curious about and it'll help you understand what that particular part does. Underneath the main tab is a subset of more tabs that take you to information on Spore across different platforms, as well as the Maxis newsfeed, which has been rebooted recently by the remaining Maxis staff. The next tab is the Get Spore tab, which links directly to EA's purchasing program, Origin, formerly the EA Download Manager. Here you can purchase Spore directly from EA. There are usually sales for Spore and the expansions on Steam, however Steam Spore usually presents problems with getting started, as well as with modding. There's a method for switching Spore from Steam to Origin, however, and if at all possible I would certainly recommend switching it to Origin. But by all means, if there's a sale on Steam, go ahead and get it. But be aware that Steam is generally less reliable than Origin when it comes to Spore. After all, this is a game from 2008. The Players and Stories tab is merely a message and directions to other tabs. Meanwhile, back at the Spore.com homepage, you can still access the Sporepedia if you're not logged in. The Sporepedia has three main tabs: Home, Browse, and Search. The homepage covers most popular new and feature creations as well as a link to the Sporum. The Browse tab lets you browse all sorts of every creation uploaded ever. Simply use the first two tabs to choose the type of creations you want to view, and the third tab to choose how and what you view. The Search tab gives you the ability to refine your search to one or a few words. It searches the database for words applied to any given creation. Now this is where naming, describing, and tagging your own creations comes into play. For instance, if we wish to search for a fire dragon, we type it in, deselect creator name, choose the type of creations we want to look through, and choose how it's filtered. After that, you simply click search and it will show us all the creations users have shared given the criteria fire dragon. I suppose now would be a good time to show you what you can do once you've logged in, so let's head back to the main page. We then go to the top right corner beside the Help button and click Login. We then put in our registration email and password, and if you want to stay logged in, click the Remember Me button. And there you have it, your home page, which we'll come back to since we're going over the Sporepedia at the moment. The only difference now, when we head back into the Sporepedia tab, is that we've got our own creations and sporecasts to the left in this column. We can view the same things we could view while we were in-game. So let's check out how we view creations on Spore.com. When you click on a creation, you get a window showing you the creation image, name, rating system. If the thumbs up doesn't show, you can click the small X to close out of the creation window and then simply click Alt and then the left arrow key, and it should pop right back up. There's also the lineage, a button to download it into your own game, description, tags, as well as a comment section. Making a Sporecast is as easily as clicking the button, giving it a title and description, and then dragging creations into the newly made or already existing Sporecast. Now I suppose we should have a look at your My Spore tab. The Home tab shows you loads of information and links. Starting with the left side, you have lists of yours and your buddy's newest creations. Under that is the Sporecast section, where you can see updates on the Sporecast you subscribe to. Under that is the comments section, which shows you the most recent comment. You can click further to manage them as well. Then there's Tools, which is a bunch of add-ons and widgets to help you view your creations as well as your buddies' creations. Then there's the Buddies section, which, as the name suggests, lets you see your buddies' profiles. On the right side, there's the Features section, links to the forum, and the top 4 of the most popular new creations. Lastly, we have Maxis news and fun informations about all-time and recent user stats. Next there's the Profile tab, which shows you how others view your profile. Then the Achievement tab, which shows you your achievements, as well as having a section where you can even compare yours to your buddies' achievements. There's also the Tools and the Buddies tab, which we've already gone over, and the Comments tab, where, as I said, you can view and manage all of your comments. The Settings tab is where you can manage all of your internal alternate accounts. This gives you the options to create up to 4 more usernames under your registration email. Now onto the Sporum. It's owned and maintained by the Maxis staff. As such, it has guidelines and rules to help keep it safe for everyone to use. So please remember to mind your manners. You may view threads and post without logging in, but making posts does require you to log in. If you have several alternate usernames, you may need to specify which username you wish to post under, like so. But once you've logged in, you are able to edit your profile, keep and check bookmarks, check and send private messages, and yes, of course, make posts. Posting uses BB code, which, if you aren't familiar with, is a way of formatting and coding your text, links, pictures, videos, etc. And you can preview your post before you submit it. There is a master help thread that I will link in the description, as well as a few other helpful links for using the SPORE forum. Using the SPORE forum is relatively easy, and most of the quarrels you may come across can usually be avoided with a simple phrase: post responsibly. This certainly has been a fun series. Remember that if you have questions, leave them in the comment section and we'll do our best to answer them. Or visit the Sporum and people can help you there as well. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.